What's up, everybody? Trey Biddy with Hog Sports coming to you from Razorback Stadium, Fayetteville, Arkansas. Texas A&M 45, Arkansas 42. A very familiar mood. That close once again, over and over and over again. We'll get into the game and everything, but I want to mention the Walk and Talk is brought to you by Sutherlands. We certainly appreciate their support and would appreciate them if you support them as well. 6 locations in Arkansas. Razorbacks run deep in that family. A lot of them went to school at the University of Arkansas. So when you're shopping for your home and garden, or if you're interested in a barn dominium, a barn, a hunting lodge, a garage, reach out to them at 1-800-66-BARNS. See what they've got. Sutherlands.com. You can get a free estimate at both those ways. Check out our friends at Sutherlands. When it was, man, what was it, like 20-6 or something, and Taylor Green goes out, you know, and it's his knee and it looks bad. And then I see him on the sideline warming up, throwing the ball. I'm like, I tweet out, like, Taylor Green's warming up, looks like he's going back in. And the responses are just like, doesn't matter, it's over, who cares? And like, you cannot blame Razorback fans for feeling like the score is 35-6 at that point and having that kind of beat down mentality, because they've been in this situation so many times. It's either going to be a close loss or it's going to be a blowout. But what they did is they came back and they gave us a game here in Fayetteville, and it's not the outcome we wanted. It's hard. Like, you can't get pissed here at Bobby Petrino. You can't get pissed at the offense. Hell, the offense, 42 points is more points than the other 3 SEC teams have put up on Texas A&M this year. And Taylor's not perfect, obviously. He missed that 4th and 1 right here at midfield, which is an aggressive maneuver by Arkansas, but it was there. Taking sacks for 20 yards. I came out of the elevator, guys, with like 6 minutes something left, thinking I was about to watch Arkansas go down for a huge drive, and I come down and it's 2nd and 30, and I was just like, what the hell happened? Why is it 2nd and 30? I got to guess, because I know Taylor will take some big sacks. I mean, he had probably 126 rushing yards. Once you take away the sacks, it's like 84. I don't know where I want to start here, but Arkansas put up 526 yards of offense, and you just felt like the entire game, the defense needs something good to happen. They need a break, and you almost had it on that 4th and 1 right over here. Reuben Owens runs into his tight end's back. Looked like the guy was there to make the tackle, and he just didn't make it. I mean, that was the moment. You didn't get any turnovers, but you didn't turn the ball over also. That was a big point of emphasis that we talked about. You know, early on, you had a couple of trips in the red zone, and you came away without touchdowns, and Arkansas was like 85.7% or something, just ridiculous number, number 2 in the country in red zone touchdown percentage. Texas A&M, not a very good 3rd down team. And they were just like, 5 of 11 or something like that, but they were also 3 of 3 on 4th down, to kind of bring that up. Texas A&M doesn't make a lot of mistakes. I said before, they're a team that really makes teams pay for mistakes. They win the intangible game. They just don't mess up a whole lot, and Arkansas just messed up a couple too many times. And it's hard to even talk about when you put up 520-something yards of offense, and you're just clutch in so many moments. Hell, before half, I'm just thinking like, man, Arkansas really needs a touchdown. There's like 3 minutes left. Arkansas really needs a touchdown here. Well, they went and got 2. They got 2 touchdowns, made it 20-21, carried a ton of momentum into the game. The crowd, man, like right at kickoff, you're looking out there and you see all these different mixed colors because everybody's got ponchos and raincoats on and stuff. You're just thinking, man, just not a lot of people here. Hell, they didn't run. I think it's the first time there wasn't an A to run through on the field. I guess they didn't want the band out on the field because of they wanted the least amount of foot traffic as possible, I guess. And I'm just thinking, man, it's like, are they going to be inspired in front of this crowd and stuff? I don't know if they were told everybody outside, it was like, hey, free seating, come on in, because suddenly it was just like packed. And it was kind of a blessing that the rain came and we got a night game in Fayetteville. It was a great crowd. It really was like one of my favorite crowds, just because of all the circumstance leading up to the game. The defense guys, and Petrino, said the right things in the press conference. It's a team loss, needed to play on special teneeds, needed to stop on defense, needed one more play on offense. And sure, that's right. But again, it's hard for me to be nitpicky on the offense about taking a sack or not getting that fourth down, which was a huge play, or not being able to score those couple of times in the red zone, low red zone. But man, defense is just it's a personnel issue, and it's something that we talked about so much in the preseason about the depth on the defensive line and what's going to happen when you need to get a stop. And hell, they got them one. They got them a stop. But unfortunately, Arkansas was already down 10 points, and there just wasn't enough time left on the clock. But they got them a stop there. But I looked down here one time, we're early in the fourth quarter, right about here, and I mean, they just part the Red Seas, and I'm on my binoculars, I'm looking down, and they had brought Cam Ball and Ian Gerard off the field because they'd been on the field the whole drive, because you don't have any other defensive tackles. And again, you got a true freshman in Kevin Otis in there, who again going to be a good player, but he's still a true freshman, and Frank Mulipola, who hasn't played a whole lot, is a transfer from Division II, and is a defensive end, and those are your defensive tackles. Well, of course they blow it open. That offensive line is the real deal for Texas A&M. They've got a lot of experience. You just don't match up. It's not about, man, he sucks as a defensive play caller, or all this kind of stuff. You do not have the personnel on defense to compete against a team like Texas A&M. Hell, they could have run the ball pretty much every play if they wanted to. It felt like. Marcel Reed, you got to give him a lot of credit. He managed the game very well. He's thrown some interceptions in games in the fourth quarter, in the second half. He's giving you a chance. But again, Arkansas's offense, guys, more point. The Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida combined for 36 points. And Arkansas put 42 up on them in one night. It's good to see that they hadn't quit. I mean, the defense is fighting. I think they're fighting. I don't think that they're like they did against Notre Dame, where they just loafing and giving up and quitting. You didn't see that. Petrino has got them fighting for him. There's no question to me about that. He's got them fighting. It's just they don't have enough. And unfortunately, that's where we've been. I don't know, this whole game, I'm just kind of on the edge of my seat, and it's kind of, when you're just when you roll a bowling ball and you're just the whole time, you're just ugh. They could not get that one moment that they needed, and just made a couple more mistakes in Texas A&M. That's really all it takes. It sure was kind of gross to see all those Texas A&M fans here. There was a lot. And they got a reason to follow their team. But hell, in the damn student section, I shouldn't be seeing a bunch of maroon. And there was a lot of it. Seeing them swaying back and forth, losing to this team over and over again. It's kind of sick. Texas A&M fans will get my comments and stuff, but hell, I mean, I don't care. It's kind of sick that Arkansas has lost so many games to this program that they really used to dominate in the series, and now it's just separated by 5 games. I mean, it was 42-26 or something in this series before they joined the SEC. But Texas A&M has a lot of resources and a lot of support. Sure, are they weird? Yes. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people. I don't understand. I'm not going to get into the weirdness of Texas A&M. But they got a large alumni base, and they got a lot of resources in there in Texas. And they get linemen there. And Arkansas just doesn't have enough in that regard. And that's something that's got to be addressed in the transfer portal with whoever the next coach is. People are going to be pissed at Taylor Green for stuff, but man, it's hard for me. I get frustrated too about the sacks and stuff, but everybody's got their thing. Nobody's perfect out there. And Taylor takes big sacks. One of those, I felt like I was down here, and I couldn't really tell, but I felt like somebody blocked him into him. But you also live and die by that sword. There are also plenty of times where he rolls out deep and just builds up so much momentum, and people just runs by people. It's give and take, both ways. Mike Washington ran extremely hard. Second straight game, I guess, with 100 yards. Every time they throw the ball to Rohan Jones, it's a big play. It feels like he's just they should just throw the ball more and more to him. Omega Blake is just completely so steady. I know I should probably be mad because it's another loss to Texas A&M, and I'm frustrated, yeah, but I don't know who to be mad at, you know? The situation, like the team that Pittman put together. At the same time, like you're at the press conference, like Sam Pittman's fired, and Hunter Yurachek's like, oh, by the way, he didn't have the resources to win. But you can see stuff like, guys, you look around this league, like, does Vanderbilt have the resources? Should Vanderbilt be beating LSU? No. But they're well coached. They're all marching to the same drum. And I feel like Petrino has kind of got them doing that too. But they just don't have what they need on defense. They just don't. And like, we can be critical of the linebackers and the safeties and the corners, and they all deserve it. But man, it starts up front. And if you don't have enough bodies up front, and it's not all the guys, it's just like Ian Gifford is 388 pounds. How many snaps does he play? Like, those guys should not be playing more than 50, 60% of the snaps. And I guarantee you it's way more than that. And when you get late in a game and those guys are just completely gassed like that, it's just, you're not going to stop people. It is a resources, personnel issue. And the fact that Arkansas is able to do what they're doing on offense, though, I think says a lot. And the fact that they kept fighting and battling, like, I don't think you're going to turn on this film and see, you're going to see mistakes, but I don't think you're going to see a lot of loafs and jogging and stuff. And it's frustrating losing. We're all used to it. I'll be 48 years old tomorrow, and my 40s, as far as covering Razorbacks, have really sucked. It really has. I mean, I was thinking about, I've been talking to my buddies. We had this great night several years ago, and Arkansas had just beat, the last time Bobby Petrino roamed the sidelines in Fayetteville as the head coach, and Arkansas beat Tennessee 49-7, and we're over at my buddy's house, and it was just, I think there was a Manny Pacquiao fight that night. I was talking with my buddy about it the other day, yesterday. It doesn't seem like that long ago, but it reminds you, and the whole landscape of college football is different now, but it does remind you, like, things can get back to a level where Arkansas can do things. If Vanderbilt can do it, like, well, okay. I'm sure I left stuff out. I know I always do. It's just a reactionary piece. Disappointing to lose, but yeah, I've got to wrap it up. I don't know what else to say. So sorry if this walk and talk wasn't what everybody wanted. I rarely feel like it is, and people seem to like it, so. I mean, you guys know that. I end every walk and talk saying that, I think. All right, everybody. That's it. Let me by here. Thank you. All right, everybody. That's it. Appreciate you for joining me. Be sure to check out our friends at Sutherlands, 1-800-66-BARNS. Barn dominiums, hunting lodges, barns, garages. They've got all of it for you. And you can reach out to them at Sutherlands.com. How are you guys feeling? I'm interested to see what people are saying right now on social media. They're just talking to some of the fans and stuff. And I don't know if it's just because you expect to lose, or you're just kind of beaten down and you're satisfied with 45-42 loss, or if you felt like, given the circumstance, maybe you just feel like I do, like, who do you want to be mad at right now? Are you tired of being mad? The other day, this guy drove all over my lawn, and I'd just done a ton of work on it, and I was pissed. Any middle-aged man out there knows what I'm talking about. I was mad. I'm letting people hear about it too. And I went and played golf the other day. Shot a good score. Driving home, feeling pretty good. Pow! Rock hits my windshield. Psst. And I didn't even have the energy to be mad. I didn't even have the energy. My wife was like, I'm surprised you're not more upset. I was like, I'm tired of being upset. I'm tired of being mad. It's the metaphor for today. All right, everybody. Appreciate you joining me. It's been Trey Biddy with Hog Sports. We'll catch you next time.